Hello everyone, welcome to my little home for nice yoga session today, especially. So we're going to do a little bit of full body, but we're going to focus a lot on our shoulders. Alright, so you just need your yoga mat, always keeping hydrated. You will see during the class I drink a lot of water, and that's it. So you can press pause, and when you are ready, come back to it. But we're going to start on a seated position, so sit comfortably with your legs crossed and the palms of your hands facing up. Bring your shoulders up and roll them back down, keeping a nice and long neck. Then we're going to start settling down in this position. So settling down, it means like quieting the mind, slowing down the nervous system, and slowing down the monkey minds, so your thoughts. So from here you can close your eyes, and we start to connect first with the breath. So what I mean by connecting with the breath is to really feel and focus on the movement of breath. So for example, you can feel your belly raising up and down, or your chest raising up and down, or maybe you can feel the air flowing through your nostrils in and out. So just choose whatever signs you notice the most about the breath, and we just focus on this. And then from here we're going to take a deep and nice inhale, raising the belly like a balloon, and exhale through the mouth with a whoosh. And again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now you can come back to your normal breath, and you can do a quick body scan and just notice in your body if you have any pain or any tensions. And you can do a scan in your mind as well. Do you have any thoughts, any negative emotions, any worries, any concern? Don't bring any judgment. It's okay, we are allowed to feel this way, but we just want to notice and accept those emotions. If you have any bad thoughts, just notice, okay, they are here, and then move them around and come back focusing on your breath. Alright, then we can crack our eyes open. Welcome back. And we can start doing shoulder rolls. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, bring the shoulders next to the ears. Exhale, drop them down. And again, inhale. Exhale, a little bit bigger now. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to change direction. Forwards. Inhale, same movement, but forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Then on the next inhale, bringing my arms over my shoulders, keeping shoulders down, I grab my left wrist with my right hand. Take a nice inhale and stretch to the side, looking up. Exhale, back to middle. Inhale, same on the other side, looking up. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then I'm going to interlace my fingers, bring them behind my head, opening up the shoulder, slightly squeeze the shoulder blades together, keeping your nice spine straight. So always imagine a string from your crown of your head pulling up towards the universe. Then on the next inhale, I'm going to rotate gently. Exhale, back to center. Inhale on the other side. Exhale. Always make sure both of my bum cheek staying flat on the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And gently release palms of your hands facing up. Then we're going to bring your chin towards the chest. Taking one deep breath here. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. And then to the side. Inhale. Exhale. And gently behind. Inhale. Exhale. And to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Excellent. Perfect. Then we are going to come in our all fours position. All fours, always keeping my knees in line with my hip and my wrist, elbows and shoulders on the same line. Then from here I'm going to do a little bit of cat and cow to warm up the spine. So I take a nice inhale, arc the back and look up. Always keeping the shoulders away from the ears so we avoid this movement. Here's too much tension on our poor neck, it doesn't deserve that. So keeping a nice long neck, inhale. And don't rush here, really try to feel the body, feel the sensation in the body. Take your time, we are here to slow down. Exhale, I round my back, tuck my tailbone in, tuck my belly in. Exhale, all the air, really round every vertebrae towards the ceiling. And inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And I come back in, straight spine. I'm going to extend my left arm and my right arm and my left leg in a straight line, and we're going to hold here in bird dog for 3 breaths, really engaging the core, focusing to find a balance, taking nice deep inhales, and one more, squeezing that glutes, that core is engaged, shoulders is engaged too, and gently exhale, release hands and knee back to the mat. Same thing on the other side, left arm, right leg. Always squeeze the glutes to keep that leg lift up. One more breath. And gently release. Excellent, good job. Then from here, I'm going to tuck my toes, and on the next exhale, I'm going to bring my hips up towards the ceiling. So I come into a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, I push the mat away, keep my head tucked between my arms, shoulders away from the ears always, and try to bring the heels down on the mat. If you can't, it's okay. We are allowed to slightly bend the knees. And keeping the core nice and engaged and the hips up towards the ceiling. And then from here, I can pedal my feet. So I bring one heel down, one heel up, One heel down, one heel up, and a swap and a pedal to really allow myself to feel the stretch on the back of the leg. So all the calf, hamstring, really nice stretch. So we stay here for a couple of breaths. Excellent. And I'm very slowly starting to walk my feet towards my hands, and I come into a forward bend. Forward bend, always your forehead towards the knees. The legs are slightly bent if you need to. I really relax the neck, so I let go of the head. No tension in the shoulders on the neck area. So really let go here. You can close your eyes. And if you want, you can grab your elbows to rock side to side. And really try to relax in this position. It's a really relaxing pose. And you can rock forward and back. And very, very gently, each vertebrae one by one, I'm going to roll up to a standing position. Excellent. So now I'm going to come at the top of my mat to do a few sun salutations. So I stand into a mountain pose. The core is the body is nice and strong. Straight, engage the core. Open the chest, crown of your head towards the ceiling. Take one big breath here. And let go of something. Take a nice inhale. Bring your arms up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, up and slightly back. Exhale into your forward bend. Hands framing the feet, forehead towards the knees. Inhale, step your right foot back, bring the knee down to the mat, look up, hold the breath and step into a plank. Squeeze the glutes, engage the core. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale in cobra, always keeping the shoulders down, looking forward. Exhale in downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forwards, knee down, exhale, left foot forward, in my forward bend, always forehead to the knees, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, and we do the other side, inhale, up and slightly back, exhale, forward bend. Inhale, left foot forward, back this time, knee to the mat, hold the breath into a plank, squeeze the glutes, engage the core, exhale, knees, chest and chin to the mat, inhale in cobra, exhale, downward facing dog, inhale, left foot forward, look up, exhale, inhale. Exhale. Now a little bit faster. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, right foot back. Hold the breath into plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, left foot. Hold your breath into the plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale in cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, exhale. Excellent. If you got a little bit lost, if it was your first time to do it, don't worry. It's totally fine. So from here I am on the top of my mat. I'm going to step my left foot back to have my right foot forwards, keeping my heels on the same line. I'm going to come into my warrior one pose. My back foot is flat on the mat and almost parallel to the border of the mat. For the warrior one, I'm going to bring my hips forward. So I like to bring my hands on my hips to really visualize where my hips are going. And I'm going to bend my leg forward and always adjust my foot in order to always have my toes inside. And then from here I'm going to inhale, opening up my chest and reaching my arms up. So we stay for 2 breaths in this position. Always keeping a core nice and engaged. You can feel your leg forward walking. On the next inhale, I'm going to grab my hands together and bend the elbows and bring my hands behind my head. And we stay here for a few breaths. And gently release. Then I'm going to come on my toes, pivot my foot in order for my feet to go both in the same direction. Bring the knee down and I'm coming into my low lunge. In my low lunge, I grab my hands together, interlaced, and I'm going to squeeze the shoulder blade together to open the chest a little bit more. I bring my hips, sinking my hips forwards and opening my chest up towards the ceiling. And we stay here for a few breaths. One more deep breath here. Exhale and release your hold, coming back into your high lunge and then into your warrior feet. On the next one, I'm going to extend my arms, so I'm back with my feet like the first position. And I'm going to gently pivot my upper body down, and then with this arm coming all away, all to the back of my body. And if you can't grab the hip here, you can grab the fabric of your t-shirt, for example, and then looking up towards the ceiling. And we stay here for a few breaths. So both legs are straight in this position, so in reverse triangle pose. With a 2 more breaths here. That's it. And gently release. And then I'm going to bend again my leg forwards, grab my hands again, and then this time squeeze the shoulder blade, and this time we're going to lean forwards as low as we can and bring your arms up towards the ceiling. And we stay here for a few breaths in humble warrior. So really let go of the head. There's no tension in your neck and shoulders. Let's do one more breath here. And gently release, coming back up, stepping my left foot forwards. Excellent. So now I'm on the top of my mat, both feet together. I'm going to shift all my body weight on the right foot, finding my balance, and then I grab my left foot, so either the ankle, either the top of the foot, is up to you. So maybe this position is enough for you. Find your balance, feel the stretch on the front of the leg, and then if you're comfortable with it, you can lean forwards to bring your chest parallel almost to the ground, and then with my back leg I'm going to kick up towards the ceiling to come into dancer pose. So it's excellent pose to walk on the balance and on the leg strength. So we stay here for a few breaths, staying focused. Don't do that after a big party. Always sober. I know what I'm talking about. Few more breaths here. And gently release, very gently. I bring my left foot back on the mat. From here, taking a nice inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, back bend. Exhale into a forward bend. Hands framing the feet, forehead to the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale a little bit deeper in the forward bend. Inhale, reaching up, hands to the chest. Exhale. And then now I'm going to step my right foot back. So I'll show you from the other side. Is a better view, I guess. So I'm coming into my warrior one. Same thing here. Pay attention to my heels being on the same line. My back foot is always flat and grounded on the mat, almost parallel to the border of my mat. Bending my leg forward, so I adjust my foot just to make sure my knees are inside, my hips forwards, and I'm going to bring my arms up, keeping the shoulders down. And we stay here for a few breaths. This is really excellent pose to work obviously on the leg strength, and we give a nice stretch on the abdominals and on the chest and shoulders as well. On the next inhale, I'm going to interlace my fingers and bend the elbows to bring my hands behind my head and keeping my chest open, so we have a nice stretch on the triceps. Taking deep breath here. And gently release. Bring arms up to the side, and I come on my toes, pivot my foot, and lowering my knees gently down to the mat. I grab my hands together, squeeze the shoulder blade, open the chest, sink the hips forwards, and slightly back bend. And we stay here for a few breaths. On the next exhale, we're going to release the arms back to the side, coming back up onto my lunge. Pivot my foot back into my warrior legs. I keep my legs straight, arms to the side, and then gently pivot. And with this arm, I'm going to come behind and grab my hip, looking up. So nice stretch on the side of the waist. And we stay here just for a couple of breaths. On the next exhale, you're going to release the pose, bending again my leg forwards. I grab my hands together, squeeze the shoulder blade, open the chest. Inhale. On exhale, lean forwards and really let go of the neck. And we stay here for a few breaths. So it's excellent pose, the humble warrior, to open the hip so you can feel, I guess, like I do, a nice opening in the groin area and especially in the adductors. 2 more breaths. And gently release, coming all the way up. And then I'm stepping my right foot forwards. Excellent. So I'm at the top of my mat again. Shifting my body weight on the left foot, finding the balance first. So we always have one side you feel much better than the other side, but it's very okay. Everyone is the same. We all have one side. And that's why we are here today, to walk both sides, because we tend to always want to walk the side we are more comfortable with, but that's how we create imbalance in the body, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm on my left foot, and then I'm going, so either I'm staying here because I'm comfortable but I'm still being challenged in this position. Otherwise, I bring my chest down, parallel to the floor, kicking that leg up, extending my left arm, staying focused, holding my position as much as I can. As you can see, it's quite challenging. This is obviously not my really good side. And we start 2 more breaths. Gently release, bring the foot down. Same thing here, we're going to take a nice inhale. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale into a forward bend. Forehead to the knees. Inhale, in halfway lift. Exhale, we come a little bit deeper in my forward bend. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, slightly back bend. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, this time I jump or step into a plank position. Exhale in Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We do 2 more times this one. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Inhale, you got it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, I bring my knees on the mat and coming into child's pose to rest the body. You can close your eyes here. And you can take this opportunity to set an intention. So maybe for the rest of the class, or maybe for your day ahead, or for the rest of the week, or just an intention for yourself. So maybe it's to be kinder, maybe it's to worry less, maybe it's just to enjoy a small moment, find pleasure in small moments more often. Maybe it's eating less chocolate, that is mine. But just set an intention for yourself. And we're going to take a nice inhale, rolling up. Perfect. Once you're in this position, on your knees, with your right arm, you're going to go all around the other side and grab your other arm. So I'm in this position, and then I'm going to tilt my head and bring my left here towards my left elbow, but keeping the left shoulder, keeping the shoulder down. So I have a nice stretch on the neck and the trap. Stay here just for a couple of breaths. Excellent. Gently release back to center, release my arm, and we do the same on the other side. Grab the right arm and then tilt your head on the right side. So it's really important to stretch the neck properly, because the neck holds so many tension, and if you have headaches, sometimes it can come from the tension in the neck. So it's very important to take the time and give some TLC to the neck. And gently release. Arms up. Perfect. Then you're in your kneeling position. I'm going to lift my buttocks, extend my arms in front of me, and bring the chest down. Make sure your buttocks staying up in the air. So my buttocks is not staying resting on my feet, it's staying up, so that allows me to really open up my chest much more, and my shoulders. So this is the puppy pose, because it looks like a puppy stretching, and it's excellent to open up the shoulders, especially if you have a job where you spend a lot of time sitting down. We tend to hunch the upper body a little bit, so we really need to take the time and opening up. Personally, I love it. I think my shoulders really need it. And we stay here for a few breaths. You can close your eyes and enjoy the position. One more deep breath. And gently release. I'm coming back on my all fours. Tuck my toes and lift my hips to come into my downward dog position. On the next inhale, with my right leg reaching up in three-legged dog. So I use my glutes to bring my leg up towards the ceiling. And on the next inhale, I'm going to bring my elbow. Inhale, kicking back up. Exhale, knee towards the opposite elbow this time. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, staying here just for a couple of breaths into my three-legged dog. And on the next inhale, I'm going to bring my knee in and come in my pigeon pose. Excellent. Most important in pigeon pose is to keep my hips square. So always avoid being here, because you don't have a proper pigeon pose form, and then you are not stretching properly the glutes and the hip, and on the long term, if you keep doing bad forms, you're just damaging your hips. So we don't want to be old and broken. We want to be old and yummy, walking properly. Once you find your position, we can lean forward, bringing the chest right over the leg, and you can rest here for a few breaths. So this one, excellent pose to open the hip as well. So I always advise people who spend long hours sitting down to do this pose. It can only make you feel better. One more deep breath. Exhale, and we're going to step back into downward facing dog. And you know what's coming now. We need to do the same work on the other side. So inhale with the left leg up towards the ceiling. And on the next inhale, bring the knee towards the elbow. Exhale, back to three-legged dog. Inhale, towards the opposite elbow. Exhale. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And on the next inhale, we're going to come into the pigeon pose. Same thing, always making sure my hips are nice and square, and then lean forwards and enjoy your pose. One more deep breath here. And gently release. And this time we're going to step back into a plank, strong plank. We stay here for 2 breaths. Squeeze the glutes, engage your core. Make sure your body is nice and straight. Avoid the hips low, hips too high. And then on the next inhale, we're going to slowly bring the body down on the mat. Excellent. From here, with my hands, I bring them to my chest level, keeping my elbows tucked in. Going to take a nice inhale. Reaching up into a cobra pose, shoulders down. If this pose is too uncomfortable for you, you can come into a sphinx pose on your forearms, always keeping a long neck. All right, so we are here on the exhale. Gently lower down. Inhale, up, exhale, and down. One more time. Inhale, and we stay here for 2 breaths. Always elbows slightly bent, shoulders down. And on the exhale, I'm going to come back into my all fours. Excellent job. So I'm on my all fours now, and with my right leg, I'm going to extend the leg and bring it over the left foot. So I'm crossing over and just tuck my toes to keep my leg in this position. Always my chest right over my hands, and I'm going to look and gaze at my foot, and I'm staying here. So I really love this one. It looks very easy and no big deal, but I definitely feel it on my lower back, and it feels marvelous. So we stay here, a few more deep breaths. And gently going to release, bring the knee back to the mat, and we do the same thing with the left leg. Extend, straighten the leg, and then I'm crossing over, tucking my toes, and then I'm going to look towards my foot, and we stay here for a few breaths. And very gently release, and I'm going back to a kneeling position. Coming kneeling up. Excellent. We can take a nice deep inhale here. Reaching up. Exhale, hands to the chest, chin tucked to the chest. Take one more big inhale here. And exhale. On the next inhale, I'm going to bring my hips forward. I squeeze my glutes, bring my pelvis forwards, opening up the chest. So this is for the camel pose, and this is the level 1. And the next level, if you're comfortable with it, is to bring your hands. If you have yoga blocks, I don't know where are my blocks, you can bring your hand on the blocks to go a little bit deeper, or on books. So this is the level 2, and the level 3 is to go all the way down, to bring your arms on your ankles or your heels. And as you can see, I really avoid crashing back here towards my heels. I try to bring my body weight really forwards and to really open the chest. And stay here for a few breaths. I like to rock backward and forward. One more breath here. And very gently release, coming back here. You can close your eyes for a second. And then we can come into extended child pose. So you sit on your heels, open up the legs to give space for your chest to lie down. And I extend my arms in front. And I stay here for a few breaths. This is everyone's favorite position, pose. And very gently coming back onto the mats, and we're going to take a seated position, bringing my back down on the mats. Excellent. And I'm going to bring my hands on the side of my head, extend the left leg, and I'm going to bring my left elbow towards the left knee, and I'm going to hold for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and swap on the other side. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then change, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be burning a little bit. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got one more round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we change for the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then release. You can bring the knees to the chest. Hug the knees. And we stay here for a few breaths. You can roll back to back, so it gives you a nice massage on the lower back. Excellent. And from here, I extend my arms on the side, and with my legs either straight or bent, I'm going to gently lower them down to the right side of the mat, keeping both of my shoulders flat. Always spinal twist, almost in all of my classes, because I really love this one. You can stay here, relax, close your eyes. So it's excellent for the lower back, excellent for the digestive system, and it actually feels in my glutes as well most of the time. On the next inhale, I'm going to bring the knees to the chest. For one big breath, just to realign the spine. And then on the other side, same thing. I feel my body very crispy, cracking everywhere. That feels really nice. and gently release. Bring the knees back to the chest. Bring your hands over the knees, and we're going to do big circles, opening up the knees and again back together. 2, 1 more, 3, and then we change direction. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And then I bring my feet down to the mats. Perfect. And from this position, I'm going to lower my legs to one side, keeping my feet on the mat. So my feet are not flat anymore, but just the edge of my feet staying on the mat. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. Exhale to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And from here I can lie down my legs, and we are going to lie down in Shavasana. Sorry, this hair is not good when I lie down. Alright, so if I'm in a comfortable position, Shavasana, always head, neck and shoulders on a straight line. Make sure, so you can use a pillow if you want. Make sure your chin is staying tucked in towards my chest, so I keep my spine in line and my neck is long. Then I bring my hands, my arms along my body with the palms of my hands facing up, and my fingers are spread out. And then my legs are relaxed and straight with my toes pointing out. So this is my Shavasana position. So you can close your eyes here. Just notice how your body feels after these few poses and these few exercises. And also notice how your mind feels. Hopefully you feel better than before, I hope. And we try to connect with the breath again. If you want to yawn, you can yawn. It's the relaxation process. And I'm going to bring one hand on my belly and the other hands on my heart chakras, on my chest maybe. And we're going to do a few breathing exercises just to finish the session. So we're going to inhale through the nose for 4 counts, hold the breath for 4 counts, and exhale for 8 counts. And we're going to do it for 3 rounds. So you just need to listen to me. I'm going to guide you through the process. Make sure you really feel the breathing movements with your hands. You're going to feel it through your belly and through your chest. So you can close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and gently exhale through the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale through the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and inhale through the nose for 1, 4, and hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale through the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now you can come back to your normal breath. We're going to stay here for a few more moments, just enjoying the peace and the relaxation. And then very gently and slowly you can start becoming aware of the room around you. Just notice any sounds, any smell. You can start becoming aware of your body. Start wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. Start moving around, very small moves. Then you can bring your legs close together and your arms up and behind your head. Give a nice stretch. On the exhale, bring the knees to the chest. Hug the knees. Stay here. Then very gently rocking to one side into a fetus position. And when you are ready at your own time, very gently coming up to a seated position. Sitting comfortably on the mat, I'm gonna wait a little bit. And you can open the eyes. You can bring your hands to the chest in prayer pose. And thank you very much for joining me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I wish you, sorry, I'm a little bit out of it now. I wish you a very nice rest of the day and rest of the week. And well done for taking the time for you today to do a few soft movements and to allow your body to experience a few yoga poses. So many thanks, and I will see you later. Have a nice day.